Hey there folks, how's it going? Mushy peas, a long and storied history here in Britain, but especially in the area where I live, which is near Nottingham, they're a little bit special. But this time of the year, we have local fairs, and this is a fun fair where there are rides and attractions, and crucially for me, tons and tons of incredible food. At these fairs, vendors come from all over the country to sell mushy peas and mint sauce. It's literally just some mushy peas with some mint sauce in a little pot. It's absolutely incredible. I was at this fair just a few weeks ago, made the most of it. Absolutely, really enjoy those mushy peas. It's the main thing that I look forward to. I'm kind of embarrassed to say. No, actually I'm not embarrassed to say that. I love me some mushy peas. You may remember we were looking at a taste of Yorkshire a little while ago, and we made ourselves a pie recipe here. And the accompaniment suggested for that pie was mushy peas. Recipe is right there. We've got the mushy pea recipe. So come with me. We're going to make some incredible mushy peas. It's going to be awesome. Let's get to it. So for mushy peas, you really need to be starting with dried peas. Did struggle to find them, but I did manage to get these. This is not an ad. I'm just using this brand. Use whatever brand you can get your hands on. Dried marrow fat peas. And marrow fat is important for this. They have to be marrow fat peas. Feel free to experiment if you want, but for the best results, get the marrow fats. So here are those peas, and I've been soaking them now for 12 hours as directed by the recipe with a level teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda. These are looking great. They're looking like peas. Again, they've got that colour. They've really rehydrated really well. You will get occasionally, a bit of a pea husk. You can go through if you want to and pull these out. It's not worth it in my opinion, but you do you. So these are looking fine. I'm going to take them over and I'm going to drain them, and we will get them cooking. Just do be sure to give these a really good rinse under a running tap. Make sure you rinse and change the water a couple of times just to get rid of all of that bicarb. You don't want that, it'll be bitter in your final dish. So just give them a really good rinse and let's get cooking them. While that happens, I'm going to make some mint sauce. You can buy mint sauce. I thought today, why not? Let's make our own. A lot of this mint sauce you can buy from the shops is it's almost more of a mint jelly, whereas this is going to be a traditional just a mint sauce. So mint, vinegar, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of water. We'll get started. I've got 2 packs of mint. Pick all the leaves, then we'll chop up the stalks because I want to use those as well. And we'll steep it in some water. It's a bit time consuming, but it is worth it. If you don't agree that it's worth it, do by all means go and buy yourself some mint sauce from the shop. It does have the advantage of being considerably quicker. That's all of the mint leaves picked, all of the stalks separated. We just need to run through these now with a knife just to sort of roughly chop them up. Bunch these up really tightly in batches. You don't have to do it all in one, and then literally just run through with the knife. Don't worry about getting them all. We will have to come back towards the end and just make sure that we've run through everything. And once that's done, we can just pull them all into the middle and just do the standard. Just run through them with that knife. So there we go. That looks good. For these, I want 150 grams of sugar. This is just regular granulated sugar. Seems like quite a lot of sugar, but you're gonna need it, trust me. And then it goes with 150 mils. Boiling water, this is straight from the kettle. Feel free to do this in a pan if you like. We need to add 150 mils of vinegar. You can use white wine vinegar. I like cider vinegar. Works really well in this. White wine vinegar does just as well. And that's another 150 mils of that for 300 mils of liquid in total. These stalks, pop those straight in. You can chop these down a bit if you want, just break them, just so that they all sit nicely in the pan. In goes that liquid and all of that sugar. Great, and then over to the cooker. We want to just bring that to a boil and then immediately turn it off and just let it sit and cool while the peas cook. Now for the peas, the recipe says to drain them, rinse them. We've already done that, but obviously I put them in some more water, so I'll drain them again. And then cover with 1 pint of boiling water and simmer very gently for 40 minutes, stirring occasionally to gradually break down the peas. So I'm going to drain these. I've got the kettle on right now, you can probably hear it. We'll get these covered with a pint of it, get them on the cooker, and then we can get back to that mint sauce. 1 pint boiling water. Over to the hob. I'm not going to cover this. We'll just let those simmer for 40 minutes. Simmer them super gently and every now and again give them a stir just to break them down. Gonna be awesome, folks. Really looking forward to this. In the meantime, let's keep an eye on that mint sauce. As soon as that comes to a boil, pull it off the heat. So I'll turn that heat off and let it cool down. Okay, so these have got about 10 minutes to go. And as you can see, they're starting to break down, and I'm just giving them a real good stir around just to sort of help them break up. That liquid's almost all evaporated, and these are starting to look like mushy peas. This is now completely cooled, and these are done with. We don't need these anymore, we can just discard them. Grab that mint and just pop it straight in. Just give that a good stir. That is really good, and it will infuse. So if you leave it for a little while just to let it sit, it'll infuse even more. That's fantastic. You could adjust the seasoning at this point if you want a little bit of salt, and I think I do. This is the time to add it. It's mushy pea time. But yeah, absolutely great. Mint sauce. Super easy. Those are looking very much like mushy peas. They do look a little bit dry, just a little bit. Just go a little at a time. Of water. And giving them a good stir, and you can see that they're not all broken down, and that's crucial with mushy peas. You don't want them all to be completely broken down. You still want some of them to have some bite. These do, but then at the same time we've got plenty of sort of really mushy ones and really sort of broken down ones feeding into that juice. Absolutely amazing. What you will find at this point is they will be quite bland. They're gonna need seasoning, and lots of it. Just the regular cooking salt is fine, but you do want quite a bit of it. And I'm gonna add a handful, a good grip to begin with, and that's maybe 15 grams. And we'll just add that in, and then it's just a season and taste situation. Be kind of gentle, you don't want these to break up far too much. And I'm gonna just give them a taste. Perfect. Taste and adjust yours to your liking, of course. So to serve, I'll just spoon some in. Traditionally, at the fair, this would be like a paper or a polystyrene or something cup, probably paper these days. But we'll just use these little ramekins. They're very nice, and this will go perfectly with our pie as well. Some of this mint sauce. Be kind of generous with this. What I like to do is just sort of stir it in a little, and then just a little more for good luck. Mushy peas, mint sauce, very, very Nottingham, very, very delicious. You got to try these, folks. Oh, these are amazing. You want to see the pie that goes with them? Check out this video next.